Welcome to the Quantum Healing Show on Wolf Spirit Radio, presented by Dr. Sam Mugzzi and co-hosted and produced by JP on Ever Beyond Radio. We will be discussing the latest medical technology that will transform the medicine of the future. Listen to the Quantum Healing Show every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. You're listening to Wolf Spirit Radio. Oh, yes, you are. You're listening to Wolf Spirit Radio. Why have I got a strange echo going on? Well, anyway, here we are. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are on this beautiful planet. I can't even see myself. Hang on. That one there. There you are. And I'm going to stop that and bring myself on the radio and bring myself down to a camera so I can look across at you. And there is Ms. Mugzzi clearing that delicate throat, just exercising the correct muscles to get into the quantum healing mode. How are you, Sam? Just
wait. I can get even with my skio. Remember that.
I know. You can press your button and zap my butt. Or zap my yoni or whatever.
Do you know so many people were waiting for you to do the yoni steam? I mean, they were so, I'm not kidding. You know why? Because we need to break that glass ceiling.
I've got to break the barrier, have I, for men to do the yoni steam. All right, now listen, it might happen this week. I've had a bit of a toilet issue the last few days. I've had to change the cistern inside. Do you know what a cistern is? In the it's the tank of water.
I'd love to rebuild those, by the way.
Well, I had to rebuild one, and the trouble is, well, ladies, my ball cock was too big to fit into the cistern. Hopefully, I have to say there is so much double entendre in plumbing supplies, you've no idea. There's nipples, there's ball ends, there's ball cocks. It's
fun.
It's fun. I really enjoy plumbing. Anyway, so I managed to, because the old one is this kind of special little narrow job, and it had this the thread. They have a kind of standard industrial thread. This one didn't. The one that I had, and nothing fits. I've had to really cobble things together, really MacGyver it up together. So. Aside from that, there's been a lot of leakage. I've had some flooding, and there's been leakage in from this toilet.
You need one of those rings.
No, well, here's the thing. It's the same thing is happening in the States. There's leakage. There's a potential system that's overflowing. It's a part of the Great Fractal.
It's because they're blowing up the underground bases, and they were using our plumbing too, so it's backing stuff up. Hello. Okay, let's go. Right. Get off the toilet. Yeah. Let's go.
Okay. Well,
are you ready? Hi,
everybody. Can I ever be ready for you, Sam?
Okay, here we go. Can you see my screen?
Right. I'll just bring up the screen so that when you speak, it stays on there. Present to everyone. There you go. Yay! Now I don't have to be seen on the screen.
Okay, here we go.
Here we are. Look at this.
Okay, so, now.
How's my degeneration treatment? Look at this.
Well, I went through, your body fat is only 16%, which is not bad.
No, that can't be true. That cannot be true. Unless, actually, it might not be fat.
Exactly. But your alkaline levels were good. Your cells were good. The only thing that I had a problem with was your adrenals again. And that could be kidney issues. Adrenalines and kidneys go together. So that's what we're going to look for tonight and see. Okay. All right. So the pain screen is the one that you're seeing in the middle. I already ran that.
Pain.
A 100%, but I'm getting.
Give me 100% pain. Yes. Sorry.
No, reducing it. Chronic fatigue syndrome is coming up.
I'm chronically knackered. It's possible. I mean, it's possible to a mild extent. I know loads of people who've got chronic fatigue syndrome, but
All right.
I just live my life as you know. I sleep when I'm tired, and I you know.
But here's the thing, pal. Let me explain.
Autofocus. Yes,
when your body is not running optimally, you will have fatigue, and it's not because you're working or you're jogging or anything like that. If you're experiencing chronic fatigue syndrome, it could be that your body is fatigued trying to heal itself. So when you are a skio technician or a specialist, which is the next grade, which I'm a specialist, what we have to do is find out why your body is being fatigued. What's going on? So we have a fatigue issue, and we have a kidney issue, and this is like being Sherlock Holmes.
I'm tired, Sam. I'm tired of people being ugly.
Being ugly?
It's a quote.
Oh, but
Yeah.
okay, whatever. But serious, folks, we need to find out why his body is being sluggish, because when it's working the way it's supposed to, you should not have fatigue. Now, you told me something before we started the show that I want to go over, and that is you were saying that when I saw you had pain, you said you had stomach issues, correct?
Yeah, like I've had a nausea for several months now, and it's like, and I realized that a migraine or a migraine is a is a clamping down on the nausea. It's trying to not feel nausea. So I've had this underlying thing, and there's like some psychological condition that is underlying it all, and in a child business, but.
No, it doesn't have, no, don't diagnose yourself. What is happening is die off from parasites. When you have die off from parasites, you feel this underlying nausea. You could get really hot and then really cold. You could feel like you're going to throw up, or you could feel like stomach cramping. My cousin calls it the cold hot sweat, because you get hot and cold at the same time, and you could pass out.
Yeah, you can be. I can be sweating, but still the body feels cold. Yeah, that's
right.
Well,
That's
I
die
wake
off.
up. I sweat a lot at night. I
It
have to
could be
have a
the
very
die
very
off.
light duvet. Even in winter, I have to have a very very light duvet.
Okay, so are you taking your bentonite clay?
Nah, I haven't got any of that.
All right, you're going to have to get some, because you are taking stuff to kill parasites. Turmeric kills parasites. And that's why you're having the die off. If you eat garlic, onions, ginger, clove, certain spices and herbs will cause more of a die off.
I have to say, the most amazing curry that my friend brought around for me the other night. And it was stunken. It was really hot, really really hot. Jalapeno kind of style. And I actually thought, oh, I don't feel too bad. I imagined how bad, but probably, yeah, you're talking about maybe that killed a lot of stuff, and they're releasing their toxins. Hang on, let me just muscle check that. Is this die-off that I'm experiencing the nausea? Oh, yeah, okay. So maybe I should take a break from killing things for a while.
You can't. You can't, because
all right, gotta keep doing it.
That's what happened to my dog. Okay, I just lost my dog, and what happened was.
I just have to say, I'm so sorry, Sam. Please accept my blessing.
Yeah, I know, but I'm getting him back. I'm getting a puppy. He wants a new body, so I got it under control. But here's the deal: you can't stop killing off these parasites, because they're breeding. They're laying eggs. The eggs are traveling through your blood system. So if you'll get to a point where you've got way too many parasites, you can't kill them and you can't live without them. And that's what happened to me. So you can't do it. You have to stay on top of it with your pets. They should be taking bentonite clay every day. I gave my dog also some charcoal, but if they have a lot of parasites, even charcoal will bother them. They could be throwing up and it will make them really sick. And if they get that acid in their blood for more than 4 minutes, they're gone. So you have to take your bentonite clay. Okay, so let's look at your meridians here. If you want, I'll buy you some and I'll send it to you.
Oh no, that's all right. You know, I can if you give me the right one to buy.
Okay, here's the other thing. When you're doing the die-off with the parasites, okay, it's going to excrete an ammonia gas. That is going to affect your liver and your kidneys.
Does that give you bad breath?
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, so you have lung meridian. So that's probably from, I would say, chemtrails, large intestines, which is parasites. And I can't fix it. See, it says cannot fix, the red line. You got some allergy. And when you have an allergy response, that's the first sign that your body's breaking down. And I want everybody to look at their fingernails and tell me, do you see ridges? That's arsenic poisoning that they were putting in the water, by the way.
There's a corrugation. Is that what you're talking about?
There's like ridges.
Corrugation. When I'm saying corrugation, it's like growing along the length of the nail. And are you talking about ridges along the across the nail or along the length of the nail?
It goes up and down, like you know.
Oh, it's interesting. Yeah, there's one. I can see one that was like maybe, what would that be? That maybe about 2 months ago. There's a little dimple in all of my nails. That's quite an interesting thing.
Yeah, and this is how the dark cabal fooled us. Is we go and we have synthetic nails put on to cover our nails, which is it's our alarms, our fire alarms. Look, you got hormonal issues that could have something to do with the radiation that they're spraying on you guys over there.
Yeah, well, I don't know what they're spraying here. They are spraying every Tuesday.
They're spraying radiation.
They're spraying radiation, are they? Oh, that's lovely. I don't even go out the house much. You know,
it doesn't matter. It's gonna come in through your windows, through your roof, through your vents. They just fumigate us, literally. So the key is going to be to protect your house as much as you can, but keep your iodine levels up. And eating nori or chlorella, blue-green algae, things like that is going to be really important for you and your pets. I even give it to my dog. I get the teriyaki flavored, and I give it to my dogs to keep their iodine levels up, which will also alkaline your body. So I'm correcting your liver.
What was that I had to take? You keep telling me things to take and I'm going to remember. What?
Chlorella or
green foods. Green foods.
Right. Nori. Okay. N-O-R-I.
Yeah, I know. Yep.
Dried seafood.
Sushi.
Yeah. And there are people that are actually crumbling this and putting it on top of salads, or you can even blend it up in like a smoothie instead of, because the iodine drops, you know
that nausea feeling.
Are you getting it?
Just talking about eating that green mug, I've done it.
Great.
I did this. I did this in the 90s. This whole green mug thing, and I had phasinomenon floss aquae smoothies in the morning with the thing and the balloons and all that stuff. Yeah, so it's like about 20 years ago. I did this whole thing, and I suppose no, I won't talk about about my first colon cleanse, but suffice to say, it was very effective. And so I was into all this stuff. My ex-wife was a nutritional therapist, so she was always like, "Oh, yeah, stick some chamomile tea up your bum, that'll do." Oh, all right, love. So we do, and that's what we did. And anyway, so she knew a lot about all these things, but she didn't do the clays. I've not done the clays, but we did the what was that? Flea seed husk, psyllium husk, psyllium. You ever done the psyllium husk?
Yeah, and you have to be careful with that, because if you have a blockage of any kind in your colon and you do psyllium, it can burst a hole and burst the poop out of your colon, basically poison your whole body and kill you. So you have to be really careful with psyllium. And you want to make sure that you don't, if you're already experiencing constipation, you want to do some enemas before you start doing the psyllium.
Enema. All right, so we're gonna have to play the Illinois Enema Bandit again. Go on. So yes, so yeah, when you say, so it's very interesting you say body fat, because I'm actually, I've got a big belly here, but it doesn't feel like fat.
It's candida.
It's
candida.
It's nung. It's what I call
candida.
Yeah, I know. It's candida. I have a word for it, and I've called it the nung, because that's what it has. It sends signals through your nervous system to your brain.
And you got a girlfriend. Hello. You got a girlfriend, and you're gonna have sex with her, and guess what you're gonna be giving her? But whatever you do, don't do a yoni so you kill it. I mean, for heaven forbid.
Do a yoni. So this is the yoni tea. So for the gentleman in the audience, you were talking a little bit about it in Karen's program that we played just now. We played just before the show, your show last night with Karen McDonald. So we're kind of up to speed on what you were doing, and she was giving some good sort of details on how to do the yoni cleanse, wasn't she?
Yeah, she's the one that taught me, and the health benefits, because let me tell you a little secret. They have poisoned us so badly that we don't have a lot of time to keep playing around. We need to start getting rid of this crap out of our bodies, because without your body, you don't exist. And the problem is that we have poisons in every orifice. And then you use things like aluminum coated underarm deodorant. So you lock it in, and the body's trying to get rid of the fungus out your armpits. And instead you're locking it in with this aluminum shield. And then they wonder why they end up with breast cancer or things like that.
Yeah, because all the lymph nodes are full of
fungus.
Goop. Yeah.
Fungus. Cancer is nothing more than fungus and parasites.
So to this end, I don't know if you're aware, but I've actually built a site called thenung.com, and it's got various regimes on it. So if you're interested, you may actually, I don't know, I think I might have even published one of yours. But if you have a regime, brilliant. If you have a regime for dealing with fungus and candida, and you can put it on a web page, even with pictures or something, I can put it on there, and it's called thenung.com.
Well, here's the thing. Okay, so I told you that, we got to use every part of our body to get rid of this fungus, because it's everywhere. So sulfur soap, you can get it on eBay. It's like $2.99, $3.99, $4.99, depending, a bottle. You can use to get a bar. See, I keep getting upper brain with you. You got stress in your brain. But
I got strength in my brain. I can bend steel bars with my frontal lobes.
So we're going to do sulfur soap because your skin is the largest organ on your body. The next thing is the tea tree oil on the toothbrush and brushing your teeth. That gets right into your saliva, it gets right into your blood system. So that's 2 ways. Another way is, this is one of my favorites, is I invented this deodorant and men love it. And what I do is I get the liquid crystal from eBay in the spray pump, and then I add fenugreek, F-E-N-U.
Fenugreek. So you smell like curry.
No, it smells kind of musky. It smells really good for men. And for women, you can use other essential oils like rose or whatever you really are into. Men, frankincense. Women, pau d'arco and vanilla is really good. Then you don't have to worry about buying those toxic perfumes. And I was really surprised because I went in to pick up my mail at my post office, and the guy stopped me and said, I have to ask you, why do you smell so good? What are you wearing? And it's my deodorant.
Oh, not the frankincense.
No, it's my deodorant. Yeah, that I use different essential oils with. So when I perspire, the oil heats up just enough to where it makes a pleasant smell. The other thing you want to do is use coconut oil on your skin. Again, you can add different essential oils to it, make your own concoction. And ladies, this gets rid of cellulite too. So coconut oil, because what happens is when you are poisoned, your body doesn't know what to do with all this stuff, and they can't send it into the kidneys because your kidneys will shut down. So your body will hide the poisons in fat. And that's why we get fat. Our body actually will make fat. And it will be stored in the cellulite. So if you see somebody that has a lot of cellulite, ladies, if you have a lot of cellulite on your legs,
I just look in the mirror. That's all I need to do.
Well, don't tell us. Anyway. But if you see cellulite, then that's a sign you have a bad diet. You have a really poor diet. Your body's not getting the nutrients. You're not detoxing properly. And your body is full of poisons to the point where it doesn't know what to do with it. And it's stashing it in your thighs and your butt.
I liken this to the when you get a splinter and it's too deep, your body encapsulates it in fat. That's what happens. And when it rises to the surface, it becomes a boil, and then the thing comes out, drops out, and then heals over.
Right. But
so I hope that doesn't happen to the toxins in my body, because well, that's what happens to people. They get lesions and they come to the surface, and
exactly. But you do want it to come out the skin because you don't want all that crap in your kidneys.
Yeah, actually, I do get these kind of big boil things sometimes.
That's there you go.
Yeah. Coconut oil, they say. How does coconut oil get rid of body fat?
Because when your body is not toxic, it will lose weight naturally. If
and when you say use coconut oil, you know, there's various things you can do with oil. How do you mean use it? Use it like to fry with, to have on salads?
Okay.
No, not on a salad. I have it on peanut butter and coconut oil on a rice cake, and sometimes with a smattering of manuka honey. Oh, it's bliss.
That's delicious. And that's very, very healing because you're getting the protein. Yep, and coconut has
I could even dust organic cocoa powder on top.
There you go. Okay, so that's a good question. Let's go back to that. Okay, so the outside of the body and helping the body to rid itself of toxins, there's a lot of things you can do. A really good one as well is detox foot pads that you put on your feet at night when you go to bed, and I put it inside the arch of my foot. You can buy like for 30
I
bucks.
bought some years ago.
Yeah,
I
get
bought
back
some
on
years
them.
ago on your recommendation, Sam. I still have some. Maybe I'll do one or two.
But put it in the arch of your feet and then go to sleep. And then that will clean out your lymphatic system. That will help.
Okay. There's a question from the chat room. Dr. Mugzzi, can you please post your recipe for the deodorant? How can we get it or make it?
Liquid crystal. Is it a man or a woman?
What's that? What is Deb? So presumably female.
Go to eBay and type in liquid crystal deodorant. And it has no smell. So you're going to add smell to it. And if you're a man, you want like a musk smell. So fenugreek. And let me tell you, men, you guys are under attack with the chemtrails, with all the antibiotics and the estrogen that they're putting into beef and chicken. That's why men are starting to develop boobs, is because their testosterone, they're starting to lose testosterone. Fenugreek will help to restore that.
Okay. I'm sure this machine is reading somebody else, because I don't have any problems with testosterone.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm doing a detox on you right now.
How's my
I'm
detox?
just saying for men that are listening, because men in general are under attack, and you guys need to protect your testosterone. And this is a great way, because you're putting it in your deodorant. It smells great, and it gets right into your blood system and into your lymphatic system. And it's healthy. It kills cancer is fungus. So it kills fungus. Okay, you're not right. So right over here on the left, you can see where some of your issues are entwined with emotions, bottom left. You've got tin, which is affecting the nerves and muscles. And we also need something for your emotional control. So I'm going to go through here and just give you a little click to boost this.
What do you mean emotional control? Well,
I'm going to do 2 each and see how you do.
Yeah.
But we need to really start a habit of killing fungus with everything that we do. So you're not even thinking about it anymore. Like your deodorant's taken care of, your soap's taken care of. You can use essential oils on the bottom of your feet. Essential oils is key. Tea tree or other tea oils, essential oils are great because a lot of trees don't get fungus. And so there's like a natural chemical output that it does to protect itself from fungus. And so tea or trees, and they're also very rich in ormus. They have a high frequency. Okay, so I'm going to run you again. Let's see how you do this time. So those are a couple of things. And then like if you do an enema, you're putting more oils, you're getting rid of the fungus in your colon. You're getting rid of the parasites. It is hell to get rid of these parasites. I'm telling you, if you've been waiting a long time, we've been ejected since we were kids with the vaccines. So the easiest, fastest, safest way to get those parasites out and to get a lot of them out, you do it through an enema. And then if you do a yoni steam, again, you're killing parasites and fungus, depending on what you're putting in your bowl, or if you're using the yoni pearls. So that's two more.
Sam, I can see that's not me. As I was joking, I was saying that's not me. That's not my name at the bottom.
What's not your name?
I'm not James Patrick McCallany. It normally says Jeremy Simon Perrin.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, look on your screen, bottom left.
I got the wrong person.
Poor old James. He's been getting it.
He's been getting blasted and he didn't even know it.
Oh, bless his heart. He's got a free session.
Okay,
Well,
don't
look, we're
tell
half
him.
an hour, so that's fine. You give good old James, lucky James. He got the blasting, and we all got bits of that as well, presumably because of intent. But yeah, if you could, yeah, see if you can
So
pull
you're
my
off the
card.
hook tonight. Darn, because
Sorry.
your body
Mhm.
fat was low.
Yeah, I thought that was the big giveaway, really. That's like looking down. No, this is not me. That's not me.
That's funny. You'll have to check me in the future. You know,
Yeah.
I get going with so many things. I just saw JP down there. I'm like, oh, that's him.
Yeah, James Patrick. Yeah, of course. Yeah, poor old James. Everybody knows about his noddly noodles and his moves. So, by the way, you said you had some news.
Some news?
Some news of like intel.
Oh, you want to get my scoop on the battles?
Yeah, come on. We know that
Oh man,
you have
that was a
insiders to talk to you.
secret.
Well, it can't be a secret because, like, look, you're doing the show just before the Max Steel show, and Max Steel is all about like whistleblowers and people. We got Ellen Kapolnik, I think,
Oh,
tonight.
I like her. Yeah, I
Yeah,
like
she's
her.
lovely. She's great.
She
So
is.
so that's
She's
going to be
got
a
a
fun show.
great recipe for cabbage rolls. Oh, they're delicious.
Really.
Uh-huh.
Do
Okay.
you know what I love is stuffed vine leaves.
I do too.
I hope they're good for me because they're just full of olive oil and yum.
Oh,
Anyway,
absolutely. Kills
yeah,
fungus and
yeah.
parasites.
Oh, what about stuffed chilies? You know, it's chili. Eating chilies is good, isn't it?
Very, and
Yeah.
but
But the cheese,
no,
the feta
I don't
cheese.
even care about that because there's probiotics in cheese. But when you eat chilies, you're killing parasites. So if
Yeah.
you don't take your bentonite clay before, you could end up on the floor because it's going to kill them all at once. Boom.
Kill,
Wherever they
destroy,
go. Yeah.
catch
And
the little. We
as,
gotta catch
as,
them in the dirt,
as,
encapsulate them. Go on.
hush. As the pepper travels from your stomach, which there's parasites there, travels small intestines, large intestines into the colon area, the whole passageway is going to be killing parasites. And you're going to have stomach pain as it moves through your whole body. And you might even have to take bentonite clay before and after.
All right. So yeah, bentonite clay is going to be on its way. I have a source for you, so that's good.
Okay, good.
So come on, just give us a bit of a scoop of that.
Okay, this is on
Is it?
ebh.club, ebh.club. And this is where I write, I want to look at his DNA. I better not. Let's go get JP. I'm gonna take me off the screen, and I'm just gonna put you on real fast.
Okay. Well, all I have is just me. So, well,
Put
let's
you
just
on.
put me on the screen. Present to everybody. Hi, everybody. There we go. Here's JP looking at. I've got my California lifeguard T-shirt on. This is the original, the Hermosa Beach one. Just in case anybody was interested. I'm gonna try and get the Loch Ness lifeguard T-shirt. I'm gonna try and get my friends to kind of mass produce them because they're starting to become popular. It's
okay, you ready?
All right, so you want to go back? Good. There we go. Present to everyone. There. Oh, swirly. Swirly. There's my vortex. Did I show you my vortex device? My flippy flux. I've shown you my flippy flux before.
Did you want to hear about George?
Tell me about George. Yes, we all want to know news about George. What's he been up to?
Okay, George, what he's up to is he's kicking butt and killing some major top generals for the dark cabal, Luciferians. And I am sick of these mofos. I am tired of the crap that they're pulling on people and harvesting children. And I mean, anybody that has that mentality, I don't think they need, I think they need to go back to the source. You know what I mean? I think they need to go. So anyway, George really wants them, he wants to send them out one of the shoots to see if they can do the back swim, the backstroke in space.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna make the operations on these dams. They're throwing loads of concrete down there. Yeah, there's plenty of room for a few bodies as well. Anyway,
okay, let's look at this. Okay, so
stress.
In the middle,
the first word I see is stress.
No, it's blood. Where do you see stress?
Right in the middle, number 67.
Oh, that's what you're drawn to. No, you want to look at the top because I'm going by values. So we have the blood is toxic, sugar regulation, digestive, environmental, inflammation. You got food poisoning, which is usually a sign of die-off. So I'm going to take food poisoning and I'm first going to retrain the frequencies of the ones on the top. Okay. So I'm going to do that first. Okay. So George, he's fed up with these guys. He wants them gone. So he has put together a plan to start bombing these underground bases and blowing them up that has top officials, not the family members that have never done anything wrong. They've been taken off planet, or he might still be in the process, but he's got most of them relocated outside of our solar system and into a newer solar system where they can reside. But the ones that are left are the heavy duty military that won't quit fighting, and they're pretty nasty. He said that they're the top generals is what is left. And so predominantly, and he's going after them. And then Kent Dunn, which is friends with Max Steele, I love his intel. He just said that Russia had sent over a team in Syria, and this general and his crew had gone into the caves, and there was this real ancient writing on it, on the walls, that the general had noticed in museums. And so anyway, his fleet went into this. You want to go listen to Kent Dunn. I'm just giving you a little backdrop.
No, this is fascinating. Keep going. See, tell us
so
what
they went into the cave and just started, they found Lucifer, and I think Lucifer is really the Mothman that everybody's been talking about.
They found Lucifer himself.
Lucifer underneath a cave in Syria. They found Satan and who they're claiming is the devil. They found him in the cave. Huge fireworks went off, and the general was the only one that got out alive. And the general went to Russia and told Putin what happened, where the location was. And he's furious too, and said that they're going to be dust. They're going to go over and start bombing. Well, the next day, I had pictures on Facebook where it said that the U.S. had annihilated ISIS. And I think ISIS is the team that's affiliated with these satanic, evil, creepy people, if you call them that, just demons.
Yeah. Cabal. We usually refer to them as cabal because that sort of sums them up. Using black magic to achieve their aims.
So I know George is involved in that. I know that Trump is involved in that, and I also know now that Russia is involved in that. So you want to listen to Kent Dunn. It's weird because one day I'll write my stuff, and Kent Dunn does not belong to EBH. He doesn't know what I'm writing. And I actually use different terminologies and kind of frame a different picture because of where I'm coming at with my understanding of what George tells me.
Mm.
I assume that this is what this means. And then the next day, Kent comes out with his intel and he explains it in a different way, but it's saying the same thing. But
same story.
Yeah. And George also said that underneath every dam, there is a huge military base. They were sucking the water underground. That includes Oroville, Hoover Dam, anywhere that there's a major dam.
Right. So does that mean so what's the backstory with this Oroville Dam?
Well, there was a huge base under there, and the galactics blew it up, and now the water's coming up to the surface. And I believe
the water that they would normally be leaching off has
right
now been rediverted back into the normal stream of things. I see.
And
so,
plus, it's raining.
This is going to put Sacramento underwater for many feet.
I don't know about Sacramento. They'll I don't know what they're going to do. But I do know that under every single dam is a major military base, and they have to go. So George is pretty adamant that they got to go. Okay, I'm giving you a DNA tingle, but you can see on the picture in this yellow box, all these bars, your DNA strands are really good. And that's because I've been working on you. And they're really nice.
I've been working on me as well. So, give me some credit.
Yeah, we're a team.
I've been working on my DNA and my, and also, I have a theory. I don't know if I've ever spoken to you about this, but, the different races that make us up, each of them has its own trauma. And this is my, part of my sort of mind project is to trace the traumas and to be able to get the universal healing, so that we can heal all 12 DNA strands. Because I would imagine that each of those traumas happens to us in turn.
Right.
Because we go through the zodiac, and then there's all these, and the world is a hostile place. So there you go.
And then let me explain on quantumhealing.club. I am rebuilding it, making it more user-friendly. But because my dog passed away, I've kind of been out of sorts for the last 5 days. So I haven't really been able to get to it. But I'm putting it together. It's going to be really good. I'm also putting my friend on there that does the INES biofeedback scan. And what you're going to do is, if you're interested in that, you put a deposit down. She'll send you out a hand scanner, and then she can scan you and find out what your body needs the most to retrain frequencies in your body so it can heal. And she'll sell you infoceuticals, which is water that has been reprogrammed with a frequency. So instead of taking toxic pills, this way you can take the infoceuticals, which is water, and you just put some drops in a glass of water, swirl it around and drink it. And there's no side effects from that. And your body can actually heal. And that works really nicely hand in hand with what I do, because I go over everything, where she's going to focus in on the top 4 things that you need to work on. And the infoceuticals are $15 a piece. So it's really reasonable when you think of the price gouging that the pharmaceutical companies are doing with acid, poison, drugs. So anyway, that's just my opinion.
Okay, I have a question from chat.
Okay.
Question. 48-year-old Scottish guy, gaining some weight around the belly area, not active with exercise anymore, been there and done that. Relatively careful with food intake. Any tips or natural stuff to take to get slimmer?
Ask him if his tongue is white. Look at his tongue.
Is your tongue white? We'll find out in a couple of minutes.
All right. Have him look at his tongue. I want to know if it's white.
So, Kaz, this is your quite.
See, JP, I'm running your back. You've got nerve compressions.
I got nerve compression. Where? There? Just in the lumbar region?
In the thorax.
Now that's me. See where that red thing is? That's exactly. I had backache a couple of weeks ago. Remember saying that? Is just exactly where it was pointing to, right in the middle of that square. That was exactly where I had it.
Okay, I'm focusing on that area. Okay, I want to show you something else. I'm not going to be able to finish your back because it would take the whole show, but I'm going to go into something else that I really, really like. There's also the emotions on it too, and I've released people's emotions like on another dimension, and all of a sudden they just start crying. And this one lady, I love
That's going to be so useful to produce with. But anyway, yeah, whatever.
Her husband goes, "Why are you crying?" She goes, "Oh, Sam's working on me. It's okay." Which I think is kind of cute. All right, so these are possible concerns of nutrition. I could spend a couple hours just on nutrition with you. So if you look up in the top left, let me show you. Okay, so your vitamin A, you're low in vitamin A. Fish oil. Bingo.
Okay, I'll I know that I usually go for liver, and I have some liver.
Your vitamin B's are really low.
B's. Now I don't. Yeah. So what's good for B? The B complexes, is that do you just like take?
You'll have to look it up. It's actually B19, which is only 53. There's a lot of stuff in here that we've never been taught. B8, which is coenzyme. We need that one. So I can also click you.
Can you send it to me metaphysically?
No, I can just click her.
Yeah,
that's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
All right, here you go.
There you go. Oh, my back went pop.
Your back, I just worked on your back. It's pretty funny.
Please.
See what I mean? See, you have estrogen.
It's good when you get the right one. Now, tell me about this guy's fat body mass index. I bet it's like, whoa.
I just skipped right over that. Okay, so that's 1 minute.
Oh, hang on. What's going on? I'm getting a disconnection here.
Okay, so did that guy check his tongue? Is it white?
Back of the tongue is white, kind of normal though. No. Yep. It's Candida.
Candida.
Okay, so yeah. So Candida, go to thenung.com.
How do you spell nung?
N-U-N-G. The THENUNG.com.
Apple cider vinegar, lemon juice, colloidal silver, MSM, MMS, which is sulfur. Sulfur is really, really important for us. That's why I said sulfur soap is really good. Okay, let's see what else nutrition we got going on. Your vitamin G complex is only 58. Vitamin G goes with your
I've never even
B's.
heard of vitamin G. I mean, come on, they're just making this shit up.
No, it has to do with
vitamin G?
It goes with your colon.
It goes, all right, okay.
Let's see. Your vitamin C's. See, we got some vitamin C deficiency. Some of these I've never even heard of. I just want to go over these really fast before we vitamin D. Look at your vitamin D.
Well,
D1.
D1. All right, I got load. I'm stacked up on D3. I've got loads of D3. That should be showing like
that's
120
80.
or something.
No, that's 80. So that's your highest number. But D1 and D4, you're low in. Okay, let's go E. Your vitamin E. Oh, see, vitamin E2, 44. You're low in.
That was my postcode when I grew up. London E2.
Well,
Sorry.
good. Then you'll remember it so you can take it. Let's look at your fatty acids. Fatty acids is what your body needs. And wow, they're pretty good. Your numbers are pretty good. So that's
arachidonic. Cool. Wow.
Let's look at your vitamin K. You're pretty good there.
1, 2, 3. Look at that. There's my rate package. All right.
Vitamin U,
I know,
CoQ10,
vitamin E. I know, I'm so good for you.
all in the 60s. So Q7, Q8, Q9, and Q10, you need them all because you're only at 63. This even has ubiquinol. Ubiquinol actually is really expensive. So you don't have to buy all this stuff. I can just click you.
Yeah, just click me. Give me
Let's
some of
look,
those vitamins.
let's look at your tissue salts. Because do you know your colon needs 4 things to repair itself? One of the things is salt.
Mm-hmm.
If you have low salt, and I don't mean the table salt, that's sodium chlorine.
Look, look, look.
What?
I'm licking my salt lamp.
Oh.
Ha ha ha. There you go. No, I have lots of salt. No, probably not your Himalayan salt, which is more than just salt.
That's what we need to do is start getting more into the sea salt, fat digestion. We got an issue there. Okay, wait.
I
This
can
is the
pronounce
other.
all of those words for you if you wish. If you wish.
I
I
want to
love
look at
pronouncing
your.
those words.
Okay, go. This is.
Well, pancreatin, secret. Increased
This is.
bicarb production. Wow.
But we have HCl. Remember hydrochloric acid. After the age
Hydrochloric
of
acid, that's the
40,
stomach acid. Yeah.
your body starts to slow down making it, so we need to supplement it, or you can push a button. I prefer to do both because whoever I work with, I want them engaged with me because then they're taking ownership of it. They're working in the 3rd dimension. I work from the 4th to the 10th. So if they're applying this in the 3rd dimension, they're going to anchor it in to their physical body. So I can't do this alone. I have to have the consent and the consciousness of somebody that wants to get well. If they don't, it's going to get blocked. Go ahead. I know you got a comment.
Sorry, I'm having to deal with the next show. So just keep
was
going.
That guy's tongue? His tongue was white.
Yeah, you got white at the back there.
Yep. Yeah. So you can use frankincense or oregano oil. Do between and before you do any of that, because even doing the die-off from the candida, you could get headaches, stomach ache, vomiting, pass out. Who knows? Because when you start to get rid of, by the way, you have candida, according to Dr. Hulda Clark on YouTube. If you have candida, you also have parasites and you also have heavy metals. So that's why this disease, dis-ease, meaning that you're not at ease, is not just one thing. It's an onion. And so we have to look at the whole picture to be able to put our bodies back into homeostasis. So
homeostasis, that's good.
That's very good. But I very much agree with what you say. There are at least 12 ET groups here or star seeds. We all have our own karma groups. And we also have our own strengths and weaknesses according to our genetics and where we come from. And in the future, we are going to be, and I've been asked to actually put a book together for this, and I have no idea how to do it right now, but it might be coming out in the future. But how to deal with people's DNA according to their genetic stock from as a star seed. So there will be 12 volumes, and each volume, you might be a Palladian, so you would heal differently, or you might be a Syrian, or you might be, so you're at 91 for the HCl. That's good because you're going to be able to start to digest your food better. But each star group needs to be aware of their unique status. So this nonsense of going to a medical doctor and getting this generic antibiotic or steroid for some type of dis-ease state is kind of silly, because we're all different and unique. We're all different ETs. We all have different biological makeup, and we have a different history. When they tell you it's genetics, that's complete bunk, because the older you get, less influence of genetics. It's only like 3% is genetics. The rest all has to do with your emotional status, your spiritual status, the way you think about yourself and the world, and your nutrition, your water, and how you treat your body. Your body is a very sentient being, and the consciousness runs separately and trying to control the physical. And the better that it integrates and you support that with nutrition and healthy thinking and spirituality, the happier your body's going to be. So, do you have any questions, JP?
Now, I have some questions from the chat room.
Okay, hit me.
There was something from Crystal. Crystal, where are you? That's the next one. That one's done. Damn. Sorry, this chat room moves very slowly when you want it to, when you need it to. We're talking about Gary's tongue.
Have them write it in caps so that you can see it.
Yeah, it's just it's slowly coming down. Right. Okay, there we go. From Crystal Gold, Wolfsburg has a question for Dr. Mugzzi. Do you have a fee schedule in place, reappointment booking? Thank you. Yeah, how do people get to book? And, how much does a session or pile of sessions, obviously, you're doing me, complimentary, because here I am, we're demonstrating the process.
Right. It's on, you have to go to quantumhealing.club and sign up and be part of my club for this, because it puts us in the private sector, and that's according to my license. I have to have that. And I charge $200 to do an initial look over, and then I hit all the high points. If you have a lot of stuff that needs to be done and you need me to work on you for like 3 days so that I can build you up and then retrain, then build you up, then retrain, that I charge $850 for. But I mean, it comes down to like $11 an hour or something.
Mm-hmm. Gaz said,
Here, look at, here's your hormones for your adrenaline. Say that again.
The aforementioned Scottish man, 48 years old, just said, "Can I go live with Sam?" And Vanessa said, "You couldn't take it. You couldn't handle this." She said, she does it because she's saying this to me because she likes me. Anyway, listen, we have to go, and your phone is going off, and it's time for Max's show. So thank you very much, everybody.
Do I get to say goodbye?
Yeah, go on. Why now? Go on, do it now.
Okay. Quantumhealing.club. See you guys over there. Thank you.
Okay, there we go. Outro. Good night, everybody. Thanks, Sam.
Thanks.
Hang on, I've got to click the button. There we